Today I'll cover where we're at with a fourth stimulus check. I'll talk about student loan forgiveness, child tax credits, and the IRS portal coming in July. I'll also discuss proposals in the works for people on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI. Plus, I have a new money giveaway starting today. Hello and welcome to today's May 14th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus check update information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. All right, I just want to remind my community to beware of scammers that are using my picture and trying to get you to text them. It is not me. Casey and I have decided to do another subscriber appreciation giveaway. And there's going to be 20 winners. 10 will win one of these amazing hats. And the other 10 are going to win $300 in cash to go towards groceries or bills or whatever you want. That is happening because of incredible sponsors. I also want to thank today's giveaway sponsor, Policy Genius. They're going to show you how to save money on all kinds of different insurance. But let's go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, now taxes are due next week on May 17th. And those who would qualify for a plus-up stimulus check need to file their taxes immediately. So if you haven't filed for 2020 yet, now is the time to do so. You may have more stimulus money owed to you. You may have unemployment tax refund money due to you. And you need to update your children's information so that when the IRS starts releasing those stimulus-like check payments to families with children, they have all your most up-to-date information. Now, filing a tax return is also the best way to get them your updated information. And if you haven't received the first, second, or third stimulus check, they're saying you must file a tax return. So go ahead and get that done before May 17th. Now, many in the community have asked for a status update on the student loan forgiveness. We're still waiting on feedback from the head of the education department on whether it will be $0, $10,000, $50,000, or somewhere in between. I know that many are frustrated, including the Biden administration, saying, hey, this is a promise that we made and one we intend to keep. Get us the details. So we'll know more about that. Hopefully next week I'll have some kind of update for you on that. However, based on a promise made by Joe Biden, I believe that there will be some form of student loan forgiveness, though I don't know it will be as high as $50,000 like Schumer and Warren are demanding, but I do believe there'll be something. So I'll get back to you on more details. Also, many in the community have been asking me about the child tax credit information update portal. So that you can get those payments when they start in July. Based on the research I've been doing, the IRS is going to use a portal for you to update any new kids, your marital status, your address, whether a grandma or grandpa are now claiming the children. All of that will happen. Now, as soon as that portal comes out, I promise you, I'll be the first one to announce it to you. As of right now, that portal has not come out yet. But it is expected to come out before the month of July so that people can update that information. The head of the IRS is saying that the children's stimulus-like monthly payments are on track to begin in July. So I know that that will come as a breath of relief for those that are raising children. I've also had several grandparents in the community say, I'm raising my grandchildren. Will I get help from these tax credit checks? I believe the answer is yes, as long as you fit two criteria. Number one, you are the one raising the child. And number two, you're claiming that child on your taxes. As long as you meet those two, I believe grandparents will receive those stimulus-like checks for children because you're doing the work of raising those children. All right, now I talk a lot about the children's tax credit programs because that's what's in the news. So I'm not trying to single out single people or divorced people or anything like that. That's just what's going on in the news. However, I have come across information from the Social Security Administration benefit department for those that fall into that category. And I'll be telling you more about the changes that could be coming out in 2021 after I tell you about how to save money with today's sponsor. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Policy Genius, for helping my community save money. Policy Genius is America's leading online marketplace. They can help you save money on life insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and renters insurance by getting you the best prices. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare quotes from over a dozen top insurers all in one place. Nobody wakes up and thinks, I need life insurance. But if you have family that depends on you and your income, let me tell you, you need to go get life insurance today. Sadly, I've known families that had an income provider die without life insurance in place. It made their life harder. So please make sure you have a life insurance plan in place. Now, did you know you can save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius? And you could save $1,300 or more per year by using Policy Genius to compare policies. It's likely you are overpaying for insurance you have right now. So head to policygenius.com/Stephen Gardner to get started right now, and I'll make sure to leave a link below. One of President Biden's campaign promises was Social Security reform and an increase to Social Security benefits. As of right now, tens of millions of Americans depend on the Social Security office programs. And with 10,000 baby boomers retiring each day, this number is only going up. The increase in the number of people has accelerated the depletion of the Social Security trust funds, as well as people living longer nowadays. So those two things are depleting the account faster than expected. Now, as of right now, the Social Security office is saying by the year 2035, Social Security will only be able to pay 79% of what it's paying right now. Now, I know that's more than 10 years in the future, but there's people in the community that wonder, is Social Security going to be there for me? Now, with the price of goods and services on the rise, some in Congress want to fulfill Joe Biden's campaign promise to reform and increase Social Security benefits, or at least keep them from taking a 21% nosedive in payments. The pandemic has also accelerated that date, which means that these Social Security trust funds could run out of money even faster. Now, people like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and also President Joe Biden have said it's time to increase this program and protect our seniors and widows and widowers. Under Biden's promise was a 125% payment above the federal poverty level. So whatever the federal poverty level is declared at, they're saying they want Social Security to pay 125% of that number. For people that have been on Social Security for 20 years or more, they want to see a 5% raise to those people. And also for widows and widowers who have taken over a spouse's Social Security benefits, they want to see a 20% raise. So these are the numbers that the Biden administration is throwing out. Biden also promised to fight to get Social Security linked to inflation versus to policy so that it can keep up with the rising cost of living. By doing these changes, it would be like getting around $3,000 more per year to help with living expenses. 3,000 divided by 12 is about $250 a month in increases. Now, Biden, Warren, and Sanders wish to see these increases paid for by the wealthy or the higher earning Americans. Right now, there's a cap on how much is taxed for Social Security, that there's an income cap. By removing that cap or increasing the cap, more money would flow into the Social Security Trust Fund. Biden has also said he wants to force pharmaceutical companies to offer prescription medication to the federal government at the same prices they are charging to other nations. This alone would save the United States government close to $500 billion. So imagine how many more people they could help with an extra $500 billion to use. Now, by the way, I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate you liking the research and the videos that I put out here. All right, now this bill is expected to come out as soon as this summer, or possibly be linked or connected to one of the next federal spending bills or stimulus check packages. It's expected that Warren and or Sanders will lead the charge on getting this included in either the Build Back Better plan or more likely the American Families Plan, which is being called the Social Infrastructure Spending Bill, as Democrats push for more money for the American people. Now, sadly, many seniors have retired and found themselves living at poverty levels as Social Security is their only source of income. So this would be a huge boost to a large group of American citizens. Now, I'm curious to know from my community, do you think Social Security will be around in the future, or do you think this program will go bankrupt? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I've been polling people closer to my age, and almost all of them believe that they're paying into a program they'll never benefit from. So again, I'd be very curious to know from my community, where do you think Social Security is heading? Are these increases necessary? Let me know in the comments. All right, there are also those in Congress pushing to have SSI and SSDI be raised to the poverty level at a minimum as a new starting point. Right now, those on SSI only receive $794 a month, which is several $100s per month lower than the federal poverty level that's declared right now. So there are those in Congress that want to see this increased. I could see the Democrats pushing for this change in 2021 because not only did they campaign on that promise, but we have the 2022 elections coming up. So if they don't try to fulfill this, then the Democrats will have to defend why they made that promise and why they didn't keep that promise. So again, that could be coming out this summer as a standalone bill, or be included in one of the two federal federal spending bills. Okay, now 20 Republican governors have written a letter to the White House demanding that President Joe Biden take greater action at the border crisis. Each governor has said they are finding more and more illegal immigrants in their state that have crossed under the Biden administration. These governors have said if the federal government can't afford to house and feed these people, then certainly their state budgets won't be able to either. Now, this was a quiet week when it came to information on the fourth stimulus check. However, we know that there are 70 members of Congress that believe one or more stimulus checks would help the American people. During the second stimulus check in December, there were only 2 people pushing for another stimulus check, Senator Hawley and Senator Sanders. So it's very likely that Democrats are just biding their time until they have an official bill and then wait till last minute to try to slip those stimulus checks in. Again, that's what happened to get the second stimulus check in. Democrats right now still don't even know what size these infrastructure bills will be and whether they'll be forced to use reconciliation in order to push them through. So more will be coming out about that. Car company Hyundai and Kia have announced that they will spend $7 billion in the United States to create jobs and push forward electric vehicles. So they're going to be putting a big investment back into the United States. Now, a bipartisan commission will be created to research the January 6th Capitol breach. Lawmakers were kind of on the fence about this, but with earlier this week, Steve Miller, Defense Secretary Steve Miller, testifying that Trump had actually requested the National Guard's protection several days before the gathering, shed new light on the Capitol breach situation. Miller said they had intel that there would be an attack days before the event and called for additional resources, but were rejected in some cases and did the best they could under the situation. So this is now leading to a 9/11-like commission to fully research what happened, what were the groups behind it. So more will be coming out about that. Retail sales that spiked in March due to stimulus checks these numbers are now falling. According to some, this is an indication that there needs to be more stimulus, while other economists are saying this is just the economy normalizing. So we'll see if more stimulus comes out just based on the retail sales data that's coming out. HBO announced yesterday that a Friends TV series reunion show will be coming to the HBO network. So if you liked the TV show Friends, these friends are getting back together one more time. All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Make sure to check out that giveaway and enter your email to try to win a hat or $300. Also, check out Policy Genius, you guys. They're amazing and they can save you money on all kinds of insurance. Because of awesome sponsors like that, Casey and I have been able to give away over $20,000 in cash to our community just in 2021 alone. So I'm really, really grateful for Policy Genius and other sponsors that like our channel and our community. Now, before I go, I just wish to remind you that you are amazing. Have a great weekend. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.